What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on these topics. And I want to talk about this Gail Lewis situation and the fact that she found out that her husband had a mistress from an Atlanta representative that worked at the airport. And it seems as though that she gave us a part 8, basically an update on how she's doing ever since she came to social media with this story. Now, in the last video, I didn't know the husband's name, but the husband's name is Harold Lewis, and he's the president and chief operating officer for BSI Financial. Now, it seems as though Gail Lewis is well connected in those Atlanta streets. Candy posted a video of her and Gail talking about this situation going viral, and all I saw from Candy was, look, Andy, I have somebody that could be an asset to the show, given the fact that Candy doesn't even know if she's a part of the show or not right now. Now, there's a rather interesting dynamic to this story. Now, Gail posted this video where she was explaining how her and her ex-husband to be first met, and basically she said that they were at this function. He thought that she was cute. He sent his number over. She called him 6 weeks later, or whatever the case may be. He invited her to dinner, I believe at his home. She basically got to the home, saw that he had a wedding ring on, and basically she said, yo, I know you're not married. Why would you even invite me over here? I don't get down like that. She said that she did stay and eat because she was hungry. Now, I should have saved this video, but I didn't. But a couple people stitched it, and basically it sounds as though to me that she was once the side chick because she was dating Harold when his divorce from the other wife wasn't even finalized yet. But I believe Gail knew that she messed up when she posted this video explaining the whole ordeal, because she took that video down with the quickness. But there was a lot of people that stitched the video and they're talking about it. They're basically saying that this is her karma because she did the same thing to the other wife. So I want to go ahead and kick this thing off. I got a few clips I want you to watch, but there's a very interesting video that I want you guys to see where a former NFL player by the name of Gary Johnson has been accused by this young man of SA. Now, Gary Johnson played the linebacker position for the University of Texas from 2017 to 2019. He did not get drafted to the NFL, but the Kansas City Chiefs basically picked him up on an undrafted rookie deal or whatever the case may be. They signed him as an undrafted rookie free agent. Now, he didn't spent a lot of time there. He got cut by the Kansas City Chiefs, and then he ended up going to the Washington Commanders for a little bit of time. But what this particular individual, this young man, is saying that happened to him, that Gary Johnson did to him, is horrific. But anyway, after that clip plays, then it's just going to be clips of this Gail Lewis situation dealing with her ex-husband to be, and then I'll be back to give you my 2 cents and then close the video.
Everybody shut his, everybody hit the reaction button. Cole, what's up with you?
Man, just chilling, bro. I'm just like, I'm fed up for real, for real. Oh God, bro.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to unwrap this thing out real quick so we can whoop the whoop. So you know the dude Gary Johnson?
Yeah, from a long time ago.
But how you met him though?
I was in DHR custody, cause some white folks, they had caught on my mom, and they were like, she was selling bricks out of the house, and then they had took me and my sibling, and they took us to like different foster homes and stuff like that, and then they had took us to the children village, and I remember.
So whoa. You said it's called what now? Children village?
Children village. I remember Malik, Bond,
so hold on.
King,
The village for all those out, because I don't know what's village. What is that?
It's like a group home for boys and girls, but the boys side we got like the stuff for us, like you feel me, and the girls side they got their stuff. You feel me?
This in Birmingham.
This is in Birmingham. Gotta be.
So what your experience was like in the
It was a good experience until that. I feel, but I was ready to go home for real. I feel. So,
if you don't mind me asking, what happened?
I remember one day I had to use the restroom, and how the restroom set up, we got showers, and we got stalls and stuff like that, and we got like this little it looked like a little, it's a sink. It got 2 sinks on it or something like that, and it had soap in the middle, and shoot. I went to the restaurant one day. When I got done around, he had the door. I could demonstrate to he had the door with his hand. Meat,
like you were jacking his gunning you, like in jail they say gunning.
Yeah, he did this. I just seen white
Hold
stuff and
on,
I was
let me
like,
ask
ooh.
you a question. How old was
I,
you when this happened? How old was you?
I was like 5 or 6.
And then so where him after he so where him?
Um, I had went for the soap, and when I went for the soap, I was like, ooh, I want to do it too, cause he was right there with it in his hand. Then I went for the soap. When I went for the soap, I was gonna put it on my dick, and he was like, no, and he grabbed me, and then he had like grabbed my mouth, and then he put it in my mouth, and when he put it in my mouth, he was like sick, and he made me suck his, and he made me do this twice.
Hey man, you for real about what you telling me? Like this ain't no game. This for real.
Bro, come on now, bro. I ain't even finna kill. I wouldn't even do nothing about it like that, bro. This fear, cause like I feel like you run me as a person, cause I gotta think about this. You feel?
Every day.
And then I got little brothers who look up to me. I feel somebody that was to do them like that. You feel?
When the last time you seen this man?
I ain't never seen him ever since I had left from the village.
What you maybe seen him on TV playing ESPN or something? You
I
like
looked
that's
for him.
him.
I ain't never forgot his name. I just always knew he was in the sports and stuff like that. Feel? He was way older than me. Feel? Everything, bro.
So he did work at the. Is it
He
anybody
was
in here?
in there with us. He was in there with us.
So like he ain't worked there, but he was in there with y'all.
Yeah, I think somebody they remember him. So like if they see this and they know me, they know I ain't lying. You feel me? They know I'm telling the truth. And then I was like, this don't make me gay, like, cause I'm in a woman, like I love females. You feel me?
Hell no, that don't
Like
make you
that
gay. You ain't never
make
did
him.
no shit
That
like
make
that
him.
after the fact or
That
no shit like that,
hell no,
right?
hell no.
You a man, bro. They took advantage of you and shit. That's some fucked up shit, man. Yeah, there's supposed to be death behind that. That ain't that can fix that, but that. You ain't going to jail, man. That shit ain't real. This what y'all got to understand, bro. These folks be around here. Y'all don't know what these folks be doing. Y'all got to pay attention to kids and shit, y'all. You got
Yeah.
to check on them. And shit. If you work at places like that, you just coming in there for a check, hold a sit. Oh, this finna be an easy 8 hour. Get your ass and do some work. You don't know what the fuck going on in here.
Hey y'all, after I posted that video of my husband and his mistress in the Atlanta airport and I decided to share my story with you all, when I say that you all have shown an outpouring of love, support, kind words, prayers, just everything. And I just want to say how grateful I am because that was very hard for me. And it's still hard for me. This is a journey that I wouldn't wish on anyone. This kind of betrayal and the lies and the deception, no one deserves that, and just reading some of you all's stories, it makes me sad to know that so many people are still going through this same thing, and it's not even about, everybody's going through it. Black, white, it has no color line, and men are going through it too with women who are doing the same thing. But, I'm hoping that this will help someone know that they can share their story and not live in shame, thinking they can't say anything and to protect the other person. Those days are gone, y'all. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting me, and loving on me during this time. So this is a love that I didn't even know I needed, but I needed it, guys. So, and for the ride out crew, y'all crack me up, getting y'all Air Force Ones or y'all stomping boots. But y'all, I'm too old for that. And I'll tell y'all this, I'm just being completely transparent. When I ran up on them in the airport, I never knew what I would do if I ever saw them together. And I didn't do anything because I'm older now and I can't fight. I really cannot fight. And I didn't want her to whip my ass. So I was like, I'm not doing that. So y'all, we're not going to fight. We're going to fight with our tongues and fight with the legal system. And since I'm still going through this process, According to my, trusted counsel, Rachel St. Fleur and Melanie Fenwick Thompson, I got to start thinking smarter, guys. So I couldn't, go off and do that. So I want to advise you guys too. Like sometimes we have to restrain. We do have to use self-restraint, guys. So I do appreciate you all, and to my super sleuth, want to tell you, y'all are better than the FBI, the CIA, Scooby-Doo, Perry Mason. Y'all are on it. But yeah, we can lean back on some of that now. We'll get it handled, guys. But thank you for your support. And for you all who said I stayed, I did not. I know my worth. And as soon as I got more information after I initially found out on October 29th of 2022, there was so much more that came out between that time and when I filed, but I can't share that with you all right now because it is actually, this story gets crazier and crazier. But can't share that with you all right now, but I will at some point, and I just hope that it helps someone else know that you're not going crazy. You're not alone with the gaslighting and people making you feel like, you're a less than. You're not. So, and for me, for those who want to stay, that is your prerogative. I'll support you, but I'm not one of those you, me, and she kind of girls. There's not going to be no Eve and the Rough Riders on that one. No, it's either you or me. I value the institution of marriage. I made a commitment to God. I made a commitment to him, and he just didn't stand up on his end. So, it is what it is, guys. But I thank you all so much, and you'll be hearing from me soon. Hope y'all have a good one. Peace.
Story time. So, yesterday, I was with my daughters, Riley and Kayla, and they was like, did you see that story going viral on TikTok about the lady who caught her husband at the airport? I said, that sounds familiar, but I don't know. Now, why I didn't know my homegirl had got on live and told her story, and now it's viral. It's life, y'all. Hey, it's life. So we gotta keep living. We gotta keep living. So it's life. I'm gonna have to get you on speak on it now. How are you doing though? Tell the people currently, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm getting stronger every day. It's been tough. No one ever wants to go through this, but I've had a lot of support and from my family, from my friends, and like I said from the very beginning, it's not something that I'm really comfortable sharing. But I just don't think when women or whoever's ever been done wrong, that you have to be the one to go and hide on the rock, and that you have to be ashamed of something or made to feel like be embarrassed. Why do I have to go and hide? And I think I should be able to speak my truth. They're doing their thing, I should be able to do mine too.
Okay, let me ask you this. As your husband, did he call you after you went by? Because I know everybody been hitting him.
Not. Everybody's asking me that. No, he didn't call me all the time.
Really?
Yeah, why would he call me now?
He didn't say anything?
He lived with a woman. What are you talking about?
Well, I know her page is private from what the people say. She done went private.
Well, when you were out in public, why you going private now? You were public before. I saw you at the airport with you. You been posting your pictures on Instagram and talking shit to me for months. Give me subliminal messages. Now, why are you private now? Because if you calling me the liar and said I had done something wrong, and I was the wife, you out doing your thing. You can't call me a liar, girl. Why you private now? You don't have to go private if there's nothing wrong. If you're living right, you're doing right. Don't do that.
All right. Well, anyway, it just cracked me up because my daughters just asked me about you yesterday, and here you are today. So I said I got to do it.
Story. Of course, he starts to wear me down. He's sending gifts and sending me all these little nice, sweet things.
Gail, girl, did you start this morning off with the best part of waking up is tea in your cup? Good morning. Girl, this thing that took a whole turn. We was all on your side up until today. We need to hear some of, baby, did Sabrina go and put your business out there? So now we find out 28 years ago you was Sabrina. What? Okay, we need to find out what's going on. I need to know What the first wife, we need her perspective. That lady probably ain't got time, because if he's 65, she's at least 60, might be 63, and she ain't finna do this. She ain't got time for this. But we want to know. Inquiring knows it. Knows it? Wants to know. Okay, because you was her. You was Sabrina. And we want to know how that lady felt. Because you have to put yourself in her position. Okay, but anyway, that's first. Secondly, where's the video where Sabrina told us your business? And don't you think if he wooed you, he wooed her too? See, the difference is he wore you down with flowers and earrings. He wore her down with trips and flights. See, that money they got a little bit longer. So the money gets longer, the gifts get bigger. This man got a process. Oh, yes, honey. We need inquiring nose and minds want to know. So run us the tea, baby. Sabrina, come out. First wife, come out. We need all of this. We need it. Miss Lewis, we need it. And I know this ain't got nothing to do with me, but this the best thing on the internet since Megan and Nikki, honey. I don't want to be bothered with them. I want to know about Gail and Sabrina.
When you married, he was like, oh, I never told her that I wasn't married, but
Okay, so now we're hearing the truth, the real truth, and this is so important. Gail was the original side chick when she started dating her husband over 20-something years ago. Now that the new side chick has come out and told the story, she's trying to get ahead of it, and she's telling us the full story, which I commend her for getting on and telling the truth. But she's been all over our For You page forever, this past couple of days, telling us this story. Now we're on part 9 or part 8. We always lose them how we find them. And guys, when you are with a narcissist, which I think her husband might be, no matter how long it takes for karma to come back around, you will feel that same pain that the original person felt when you decided to go into a marriage that was not over. She is experiencing the same exact loss and pain that his original wife did, but karma can wait 20-something years. You're never safe with the narcissist, and I guarantee he's been cheating throughout these 20-something years, okay? Now, another thing I want to talk about, guys, is that Gail said that she kind of overlooked the red flags of the marriage because she was in depression. Guys, I talk about this all the time. Let's stop dating while we are unhealed and we're vibrating at a lower frequency. Let's take that time to heal, not jump into another relationship, because every single time when we're not at our best and we're out there operating in a place of lack instead of abundance, that is when narcissists walks right into our lives. And because we're vulnerable and we're not healed, we're gonna overlook the red flags. And here we are with her 20-something years later. Now she's dealing with what the first wife did, guys. So the lesson of this story is twofold. Number one, you always lose them how you find them. And secondly, it doesn't matter 20 years, it doesn't matter 30 years. Karma is real, and you will reap what you sow in this life. Okay, guys? Talk to you soon. Bye.
Real quick. Miss Gail, my heart breaks for you. I pray that you find the comfort that you need. And you never let a situation bring you to the internet again. What you saying, Katrina? I'm saying that, ma'am, you've been this man for 25 years and you are turning this whatever it is into a show, and you're being somewhat of a bully. I'm not saying what the lady did was right, but keep in mind, you are 25 years in the game. You never let another woman see you sweat like that. You're sweating right now. And I believe you're sweating because you're somewhat butthurt. And I say you're butthurt because there's no way, there's no woman on God's green earth that has been in a relationship for 25 years. And for the last 2, her husband has had a girlfriend and you didn't know. You're going to have to sell that story to Esquire. They might believe it because there's nothing in a woman's body that's not going to tell you. Now, what I believe, that your man has some money And you are a woman that has been sitting pretty your whole life. And that's beautiful. I'm proud of that. I'm grateful for that. Every woman should have a soft life. But in the soft life, you understand that a man with money comes with other women that want him. There's other women that want your life. And depending on where your man is in his life, he can afford it. And he can afford somebody's silence. Ma'am, utilize your mental health. Get with your girlfriends. Take you a vacation. Get off of social media. Please. You're too amazing of a woman for this. Get off of social media. This is not the space for you. It's not. That's not how you're going to go out. You will not be known as the woman that's going to constantly tell the details of your divorce if you leave. And you're not going to get on here to make her shame another woman that your husband chose. Because you have to understand, these men are embarrassing. And because I'm nosy, because whomever, the investigators on TikTok found this woman. Because you posted a picture of her. You wanted that. Somebody encouraged you to do this dumb. And I really want them to have your back well enough to know that they are laughing at you, sweetheart. Because everybody knew but you. Or they knew, but you was not willing to accept. Because I don't believe this is his first rodeo with cheating. I think you were able to be okay with it because it didn't change nothing. I think you are upset because not only does she look like you, he actually like her. Y'all never mad when he just dealing with a woman and she getting a couple dollars. Y'all get mad when he parade him around and he actually likes them. Because he told you. He bold. He has been financially abusing you for years. Because I can't understand for the life of me how you made somebody authorized using on your credit card and you never checked the bill. Again, sell that story to Esquire. Because either way, just because he's your husband, there's still a responsibility that you have to the bill. Even though you're not paying it, you're gonna eye to eye that thing every now and again. But I think you knew, and in the words of Tony Braxton and Tamar Braxton and Trina Braxton and the other Braxton's mama, you knew he was cheating and you allowed him to cheat in peace. But you know for a fact he liked this lady. And because I'm nosy, I said, well, let me see who she is. And then I seen somewhere along the line, she a Scorpio. Let me tell you, that don't give a f in her. And I can say this because I'm a Scorpio, and I believe she's an October Scorpio. Somewhere along the line, she's been hurt. If it's true she's been married, I know she has kids. She's probably been hurt, and she's probably seen the best and the worst of a man. And in any situation where a woman decides to be the other woman, she has to look at where she benefits. And she benefited because your man is a paymaster. So she never had to say anything. And he gave her that level of confidence to be able to do that. The way that lady sat cool, calm, and collected when you got there, she already knew. She hit you with the, oh, okay. Because he gave her that level of confidence. The only way she gonna leave is if he stop paying bills. And he know he can't keep that type of woman unless he pay bills. He knew he couldn't keep you unless he paid bills. You got comfortable. Now you in your feelings. I encourage you to know that it's going to be okay. But do not let anybody else laugh at your pain. Because while there's women out there saying, oh my gosh, this, that, and the other, nobody's going to be there with you at night when you're crying and you're hurt. You've already said that you've been through it and you had to go to the emergency room because your pressure was so high at stroke. Don't ever let nobody ever get you that upset again. Ever. Because it really wasn't about him. You're more mad at her. You felt like a woman owes you loyalty. That these women as a whole are not built that way. We're not built that way no more. Social media, this limelight and this I got one up. Unfortunately, the level of decorum and decency amongst women has diminished. It's just where we are as a world. I mean, it's just where we are. So, get off social media.
Tea time. Gail Lewis, the woman who posted the viral video of herself walking up on her husband and his mistress at the Atlanta airport, posted an update to her channel, so make sure you go and see it. But today, I wanted to offer a piece of advice to Gail that I know she doesn't want to hear. Well, Gail, I think everything you're doing on your platform is the wrong direction and the wrong choice. And let me tell you why. You're building a platform off of becoming a victim. By you posting this video, you're telling everybody how hurt you are over something that happened in 2022. At this point, you should still be healing, but you should not want to focus and center your life around something that actually hurt you. Think about all of the strong women you know. What are they known for? They're not known for being a victim. They're known for what they're building and they're putting out there in this world. What you're doing is actually bringing him and his girl even closer, because now they have a common enemy, which is you, and it's actually keeping you embroiled in their life and the pain that you feel. The more that you talk about this situation, recount it over and over again, make videos and build up your name based on this, the more the pain attaches itself to you, and you're just going to be consumed about it. This man is not your God. And maybe in the past, while you were married, you centered your identity around your relationship with him, but that is gone. He just made a different decision. Just like when you go out to a restaurant and you choose one meal and he chose another, he chose something else, and that should be okay with you because you can make other choices. Now, you might have some people around you that'll tell you the exact opposite of what I'm saying, and what I'm saying is leave them alone. Let them have peace. Wish them well. Don't fight. Don't try to win. Don't wage a war. You don't have to make him hurt because you're hurting. I don't think you should. The people around you will probably tell you to keep up the fight because they benefit from this fight that you are in. Think about it. All the commenters, they want to watch drama. They following you for the drama of it. They following you. They're following you to see what you're going to do, how you're going to handle it, because all of us have been there before. The lawyers that you probably have in your life, if they're your real friends, they would tell you to stop fighting. Let's just make this as amicable as possible so that we can move on to greater things. If they're trying to make it complicated, maybe they're gaining some kind of income from it. But think about the people who are around you that are not advising you to let this go, and don't let this be your legacy you leaving behind. You are a smart woman. You're very well connected. You have resources that women dream about having. You can turn this around and create the next chapter of your life, and you should. And it shouldn't be built on a platform of you being hurt by a man. A man should not be the center of your existence, the center of your life. Every day you waking up fighting this battle, you thinking about what happened, you sad about what happened, you're making this man the God in your life. And that's never good. He was an accessory. He was somebody that came along and made your life good for a little while, but somebody else can come along. And if they don't, there's other things to do in this world besides try to make somebody else feel pain for a choice that they made. That was his choice. You got to respect it. You got to accept it. And you got to choose who you want to be for the rest of this life and just work on moving towards that. That's my opinion. And that's the best thing you can do. And I know you can do it. And I'm still here rooting for you.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. So let me address everything in its order, in its correct order. Now, the situation that happened with this young man in Alabama and the NFL player, Gary Johnson, is just completely sad. And I can see how it's taken a toll on his life as he gets older. And at the end of the day, 2024 is the year that people are going to be held accountable for things that they've done years upon years ago. It took a lot of courage for this young man to come out and speak his truth, because you're still going to have some low low vibrational people that will make fun and make jokes about this situation anytime he gets into an argument with someone. And now that the whole world knows this and people within his hometown knows that this transpired, people are gonna, definitely weaponize this information against him to get to its core. Now, I don't know where this brother is gonna take it. It seems as though he wants some street justice, to be honest, but I would tell this young man, hey man, do the right thing. If you want to take this up with him, take it up legally. Don't get yourself in no trouble or anything like that. I can understand that you've allegedly been violated to the 10th power and you want some get back. You want to cause some harm and inflict pain, but I would just say again, take it up legally, man. It's the best way, the best thing that you could do right here. Now, as far as this situation with Miss Lewis and her husband, her ex-husband to be,